The media machine surrounding Martin Scorsese's latest mob picture, The Irishman, is now in full swing. What with the movie having had its premiere at the New York Film Festival in September, opening to high praise and rave reviews. The cast and director have been giving interviews at the festival, with journalists, and with magazines. The latest to nab the cast is Variety, who sat down with De Niro and Pacino to discuss The Irishman. Now, I just want to take a little break and mention that I've been covering every interview for The Irishman that I can find, and for many months it was like feeding off of scraps because they were so far and few between. Now that the cast are constantly giving interviews about the film, there's a lot more quotes about the film flying around, but it does also mean a lot of stuff is being repeated. As a result, I'm not going to cover every interview De Niro, Pacino and Scorsese give, as I'll be repeating myself constantly and you guys are going to get bored. Instead, where I find new or interesting information about the film, those are the interviews I'll be discussing. And this is one such interview, because as well as the duo of De Niro and Pacino being up for the same parts on numerous occasions, having played father and son in the Michael Corleone saga, having faced off against each other in Heat, fans have been clamouring for more collaborations between these two actors who could legitimately be called the greatest actors of all time. But there is one project that the two did collaborate on, one in which they shared more screen time with each other than their previous two movies combined. But it's a film no one talks about, and with good reason. 2008's Righteous Kill is a mediocre and forgettable thriller in which the acting duo are the only reason to watch it, and both phone in their performances anyway. The film was an incredible missed opportunity to create something magical and memorable, but all involved failed. This was addressed by De Niro, who said he felt guilty during the Italian premiere of the film in 2008, highlighting how many fans had turned up to the red carpet, and he felt embarrassed that they were all here to celebrate an average cop film, unworthy of the attention it was getting. He turned to his co-star Pacino and said, "This is a great reaction, but it would be nice if they were here for a movie that we really feel proud about. Next time we'll do one we like." And they did, because 2019's The Irishman is being touted as one of the great gangster films, and both De Niro and Pacino's performances have received high praise. It goes back to the kind of films Scorsese and De Niro are famous for making. As Pacino puts it, it's Bob and Marty in a world they understand, have researched, and know better than anybody else. He also expressed his doubts that the project would come together after many years of delays and issues which stalled production. "I didn't think it was going to get made," he said. "At some point, I sort of thought, well, that was a good idea, but a lot of those come along and never happen." The two also touched upon their friendship during the 70s and how they talked with each other about dealing with the pressures of being called some of the greatest acting talents around. "We got together at times because there was something we were going through in life that was very similar," said Pacino. "We could share things that were going on and talk about our movies." He also said, "Throughout our whole careers, we were always up for the same parts." And De Niro added, "We felt competitive as actors." Pacino, who shot to stardom a few years before De Niro, spoke about how he felt his counterpart would go on to become one of the greats. He said, "There was something about him. He had a certain charisma. He had that look. I thought, that kid's gonna go far." Pacino also spoke of Scorsese's style and how it benefits actors. "Marty understands actors, and he gives you a lot of freedom," said Pacino. "There's a world that he created there, and he keeps you in it. You feel comfortable." It's very cool to see both De Niro and Pacino together in a film again, and one that utilizes their talents far better than Righteous Kill. The quotes from the actors also put to bed some strange rumours that were floating around over the years that the two hated each other, but rather, as they say, it was a case of having a competitive nature in terms of vying for film roles. The Irishman is set to be released on November the 27th. Thanks for watching.